All right, so I'm Izzy. I'm joined here today with RBM of AOE game. Sorry, Is it just AOE main roster or is it
Yeah,
AOEM?
yeah. You just do AOE. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I'm new to this.
You're fine. You're
Uh,
fine.
all right. So hi, I'm Izzy. I'm joined today with RBM from the AOE roster. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Great. So, just kind of, if you'd like to introduce yourself to the audience a bit and kind of go over how you got into League and how you've found yourself as a part of AOE.
Okay. I am RBM. I was the jungler for Zeus last split. I'm now the jungler for AOE. And I started to play League once my friends introduced me to it back in like my freshman year of high school.
Awesome. So, how did you get the summoner name, or I guess maybe the competitive name RBM?
RBM is an abbreviation for my old name, which was really big meme. I got that name because it was the dumbest name I could think of. Like when I was making names, I was like, I want my name to be super stupid, but the really big meme name doesn't fit with like a team abbreviation name in front of it, so I had to change
You know what they say, adapt, innovate, overcome,
it.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, awesome. So, um, what? Oh, sorry,
you're okay.
um, solo queue is an absolute minefield of different types of people. What is, one of the funniest or most memorable conversations you've had with somebody in a solo queue game?
Wow. Um, huh. The most memorable conversation from a solo queue game was probably. I mean, I guess I met my girlfriend in solo queue, so I guess that like the
That
first
would
time I met Grace
that
was
would
in
be
solo queue.
pretty memorable. I know I meet a lot of really interesting people in ARAMs and whatnot, at least. Try to get them typing and break their mental a bit. And sometimes they're really cool and they're very chill. So I guess a bit of a philosophical question for you. If you woke up tomorrow and you were the head of the balancing team at Riot, what would be your first order of business?
Get myself off the balancing team.
To get yourself off the balancing team. Okay,
Yeah,
well, if you were forced to stay on the balancing team, what would be your first order of business?
fixing solo queue.
Fixing
Like,
solo queue.
yeah, I'm like, I just get out of my department for a day and just go to whoever's running the solo queue for high elo and just incorporate some sort of like manual banning system of like 30 rioters that just like take high elo games and they just ban people for win trading, boosting, any of the sorts, because no one gets banned for doing that anymore.
Yeah, and I believe back in the day they used to almost have a position kind of like that, who was kind of the master of I don't know, I guess that player environment, but I think that's changed over the years, no?
They
Uh,
had the tribunal, which was like
yeah.
the players could ban other players, which was definitely needed in high elo.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I guess kind of tagging off of that of where solo queue could kind of grow, where do you think the amateur scene could kind of grow?
So far it's doing better than before. There's definitely more people involved in it. I like Proving Grounds a lot. However, I do think in order for the scene to keep getting bigger and better, there needs to be Scouting Grounds and Proving Grounds. The solo queue incentive of getting to really high elo and keeping it over the span of many weeks. That way, people just try harder in solo queue and stay dedicated to playing it. Otherwise, you don't get any physical rewards and there's no scouting grounds. What's the point, right? There's no reward
Absolutely.
other than my yellow recall. So,
Yeah, for sure. I like that perspective a lot. Uh, yeah, absolutely. And I think kind of bounces off your former statement of fixing solo queue is maybe you do a two for one and fix both. Um, Any kind of, I guess like we're getting ready to load into a tournament, or I suppose when this will be airing, we'll be in a tournament. Any kind of game day or pre-match traditions you have to kind of set yourself and your team up on the right mental capacity to play League of
Uh,
Legends?
well, I usually wake up like an hour before the warm up ish, and maybe a half hour before the warm up, and then we do the warm up, and then we just play the game. Back at Zeus, we had Alarm do like motivational speeches in like the loading screen. Alarm would give us a speech, but so far in AOE, we don't really have that yet. But I'm sure we'll get something like that
Yeah,
eventually.
maybe you can take over and
No,
impart
I'm
some
not doing this
wisdom.
speech. I'm not doing this speech. I'll pay Alarm to come do our speech, but I'm
Yeah,
not doing this speech.
that would be great. Yeah, I just talked to him earlier, and yeah, he was very enjoyable to talk to. But I like that. I like that. Gotta be well rested before a match. It's the key to success. Um, awesome. Well, I think I'll let you go. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really enjoyed it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Take care.
Yep.